A lot of major developments happening with Ripple XRP, especially in regards to April 18th, the Western Union, and so forth. A lot of different things getting the community in sort of an uproar regarding the potential that's in store for Ripple. And I understand how Ripple definitely is not without its own controversies. Certainly, people talk about Ripple and the fact that it's a banking cryptocurrency is often the way that it's nicknamed. The fact that it's an establishment, basically in the regards to the way that things are currently functioning, Ripple is certainly put into that category. Now, personally, I would make the case that that's not fundamentally a negative when it comes to the way that I perceive Ripple from an investing perspective. I definitely think that Ripple has the potential to make some significant gains, and it is, of course, flexing its muscles in regards to the various different establishment connections that are possible for various different cryptocurrencies, where Ripple seems to be on the front line when it comes to establishing these various deals and so forth. And I think that April will actually be a really big month when it comes to seeing how Ripple really establishes itself and shows its potential and so forth, and explores the various degrees of possibility that are in store for this technology as we continue to see the developments of the technology really come into their own. I've said it before, the fact that cryptocurrency is certainly a revolution when it comes to the way that people interact and understand value and so forth. And it's going to take time for these technologies to basically work their way into the public consciousness in such a way as to allow for multiple degrees of development to implement themselves. And I think Ripple has done a good job considering the current situation regarding the market. Certainly, every technology on here is suffering as of currently. Bitcoin down to $6,838 at the time of making this video. Ethereum down as well, and Ripple, of course, at 50 cents. Now, me personally, when I look at these different values, I understand how cryptocurrency is certainly a volatile market, and it's important to maintain a perspective regarding these technologies where you look at the team that's behind these certain works and how they are actually going to be developing themselves and implementing their action plan in the long term. And it seems like Ripple is one of those technologies that certainly has the ability in terms of the framework and the basically the way that they've positioned themselves so far. It is certainly a confidence builder from my perspective, and in my personal opinion, I would say that Ripple definitely does have the potential to be in that number 2 position. I think that we will see as Ethereum falls from grace, Ripple will be that rising star. And certainly the way that things are looking right now in the world of cryptocurrency in terms of the top 10, for example, I think that we will see a lot of various different shakeups regarding these different positions and the way that the public recognizes these technologies as things continue to progress further. And I think now a lot of people are going to find this statement controversial. However, I do stand by my belief that the establishment will eventually overtake Ethereum and possibly even Bitcoin in the long term. It's almost certainty if things continue. Now, obviously, that's just my opinion. However, it's supported by the fact that the establishment isn't going to lose. The establishment is just going to continue to get bigger, and those people out there who are saying, "Oh, cryptocurrency is the people's currency," so I mean, a lot of that's kind of bullshit. I understand the libertarian perspective towards it, and hey, I'm all for it. I mean, it is attractive, the concept of having the production and so forth in the hands of the people and so forth. And a more decentralized future is certainly a positive because it functions in a specific way. Decentralization definitely does have superior elements. However, the nature of the ways that things continue to move forward is those who have power wish to maintain that power. And certainly, I think through Ripple, we will see the establishment sort of take control of the blockchain technology and fully implement, which is one of the central reasons why it's difficult to ignore Ripple from all these different variables. Definitely something to pay attention to, even if you're not particularly personally invested in paying attention to Ripple. I would definitely recommend doing some research when it comes to Ripple. Definitely make sure that you're following Ripple on their Twitter. Ripple has an amazing way of keeping people up to date regarding the developments that are happening with the technology and the various degrees of information and so forth. And in the world of cryptocurrency, knowledge is certainly power. So definitely interesting to stay up to date regarding all these things. And while you're at it, while you're on Twitter, make sure that you go and follow me at my Twitter. That's at CryptoTuber, and I will actually be including a link to my Twitter. That will be the first link in the description. So if you guys are interested, you can go and follow me on Twitter and so forth. And I'll also make sure that you're following Ripple on their Twitter as well. But yeah, looking into the different news articles regarding Ripple, Netherlands Central Bank recognizes Ripple. Definitely interesting. Ripple price crash. Why is Ripple going down? Certainly, there's a lot of different fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and also an overwhelming positivity on both ends of the spectrum when it comes to looking into Ripple. And certainly, it's important to note that everything in cryptocurrency is experiencing some temporary setbacks. Certainly, volatility is the name of the game when it comes to crypto. So there's something to be taken into consideration when understanding all the different variables. However, it is important to understand that, Ripple actually does have, in my opinion, has an interesting team behind it. And I think 2018 has certainly been a interesting year for crypto. Certainly, a lot of people had a lot of fantasy dreams regarding what would be taking place in the first half of 2018. And I'm sure that there was plenty of people who were disappointed in seeing the setback, but in the long term, like I've said before, and I'll say it again, cryptocurrency is certainly a revolution in the way that things function, and there definitely is some potential in store in regards to the long-term speculation of these technologies and seeing how the interworkings of the fact that the Ripple and XRP working together, especially in the light of the things that'll be happening in April, of course, on April 18th in the Western Union, of sorts, to name a few of the different developments that'll be taking place. I can understand Ripple as being one of those technologies that has the potential to be worth $10 within the year of 2018. I think that we could see Ripple going from its current value. If I were to make any sort of prediction, I would say, and then there's also other people out there who say like $11 and so forth. And a lot of these different variables are, people cite multiple different aspects of the possibility that's in store for Ripple, and certainly the establishment interactions regarding the technology is one that's hard to not pay attention to. And I'd actually recommend that you guys go and definitely check out this video by Altcoin Freedom. This is actually a really interesting piece of content right here, where he goes into the possibility of Ripple being worth $10. So basically the prediction that the price analysis that was done, it pretty much runs parallel to the logic that I've used to come to my conclusion, where I understand Ripple could probably be worth $9 as we close out the year of 2018. I think as things, we continue to see the various different developments taking place, as far as the establishment working within the confines of the possibilities that are made available by cryptocurrency. We could certainly see some real potential working its way in the works as things continue to develop and cryptocurrency becomes the paradigm changer that we've all been expecting it to be. I mean, certainly there's been a lot of drama that's happened from the time of, say, just from November to now. People have pretty much gone to hell and back, and in such a short amount of time. And just imagine if something like this was happening in the stock market, if we were seeing this sort of volatility in stocks, people would be going crazy, pulling their hair out. And I mean, I'm sure that they're doing the same involving crypto, but in any other space, I think that this sort of talk would sound lunatic. But right now, as things continue to develop, I think we could definitely see some real potential in store for Ripple, and I stand by the technology. I see these recent setbacks that we've been experiencing as more of a sale, a glorified Black Friday in regards to cryptocurrency. But then again, this is all just my opinion. You guys have to remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This video is for entertainment, educational purposes only, and I'm not your dad. So at the end of the day, remember that you're responsible for any decisions that you might or might not make regarding your own life and so forth. Basically, all I can do here is provide my opinion and so forth regarding these technologies and help people understand just by having this sort of civilian dialogue in regards to these technologies and so forth. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think about Ripple in the comments down below. I'm always interested in seeing what you guys have to say. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and put on post notifications, and of course like this video. And yeah, make sure that you guys go and reach out to me, connect on Twitter and all various forms of social media. And I'm always excited to hear what you guys have to say regarding these technologies. And yeah, I hope I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys have found that this video helps provide value regarding your perspective in terms of the long-term possibilities that are in store for Ripple. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.